Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the adventures in the TARDIS. Now, hopefully, I'm not having a fever. But we will see that in the middle of the stream, if it's gonna get worse or not. But hi, I am Serashif, and with me is Quill on the other side of the call.
Yep, having my breakfast right now.
So much eating, so much fun. And there's gonna be some cat catch coming over. And today's word is obsolescence, who is not gonna be here.
Cat scratch fever.
And I lied. I told you that I'm gonna make some tea, but actually I got some hot chocolate. Lies!
Hey everybody, he's a phony!
Stop forcing that and catch those cat posts like that. What? Hot chocolate? It looks like coffee, but it's not coffee. It's just chocolate. Now, let me actually see how why did you go there? Yeah, this is what I told you, that it forgot where I was. So I have to actually find it on my own. I don't know what, I'm just gonna search for cat. There you go. 4,000 words. Hopefully I can do it in one go, but I'm not sure. But yeah, yesterday we had a skip. I was sleeping the whole day, lying with fever in the bed. I couldn't do anything. Even Rex can tell that I wasn't even playing. So let's go. We are undercover in the Diamond Doors hideout. I mean, probably the Diamond Doors hideout, but it is a mine that the Diamond Doors are working with the bad people. Who, once again, haven't done anything bad yet. They are just mining. I mean, yeah, they did scale one equipment. Other than that, I think they already have all the paperwork ready and everything is ready. They are just hiding the fact that they have found a crystal cave that cannot be mined with normal methods.
Yeah, you might be right that their operation here could be perfectly legit, and the only problem being a history of criminal activity.
Yeah. So they are almost like the penguin, for that matter.
Though they did come to rob Cloudy Skies of her tool.
Yeah, that is the only thing that we know. I mean, we have not tied them together yet. I mean, other than the fact that they have followed the scent of the tool, or the marks that were hidden in the tool. But yeah, let's see how this is going. Fortunately for us, it took like Diamond. It looks like Diamond Dogs can't see in the dark either, which was why they were more open to compensation settings. Aside from that, I'm pretty not sure they have been working more closely with some kind of pony gang lately. And they need some way to see in the dark as well. As a result, continual flame torches are intermittently spread out throughout this Diamond Dog tunnels. In fact, there are probably too many of them. Thanks to the trace of mark I have, I know which way to go. But the other flaming torches are set up everywhere down here, including the wrong directions. Now, can the changelings see in the dark? I would say they can see more damp environment but I'm not sure they can see in total darkness.
Now that gave me some thought. So I thought, considered the changeling lair when they snuck in there and didn't expect intruders at that time. Um, the intruders were able to see just fine. So I think the ambient conditions there were not too dark. It does suggest that the changelings might have trouble seeing in total darkness unless they take a form that's able to see in darkness better.
Yeah, maybe. Come, listen up. A faint command in his deeper voice that his large hand was for this guy. Oh yeah, he is disguised as I don't remember his name. The henchman.
Biggs.
Biggs.
In fact, it's going to say in the next paragraph.
It's funny how you once again use a deeper voice even though we gave him the higher voice last time. I want you back over me to make it seem like you are not part of this party. But I also want you to follow us. Don't reveal yourself until I give you the signal. That's probably for the best. I agree with the voice and form of the wide-headed unicorn stallion, so that's right. Meat and Veg didn't travel with the diamond dog before, so it might seem a little suspicious if they do so now. I'm pretty sure they were here before too, so they probably know their way to the gem cave by now. I mean, let alone it can be suspicious if they don't. If they are just henchmen who are just working to get to steal the item, which they did, they might have given it over in a different place, and they never been to the gem cave. That's a possibility. Gibson and I have this guy in the dark cave for a time unknown. Oh, wait. Huh? Oh, Gibson, I have this guy. For some reason, I mishandled the whole thing, and Gibson and I have been discussed. No. I have this guy Gibson, and the dark cave for a time unknown, who is pretty buff and top heavy. This is a species that can lead to Earth with a fair amount of ease, so I don't think it's unreasonable to upscale him to a larger version of the species. Nevertheless, he is about half of his original look and only 6% his original height. I want to give him a form that wouldn't take him too long to adjust to, but I have to be realistic about it too. Beyond the high illusional freak that would easily stand out as suspicious, no diamond look can measure up to Carl's true look and high. I suspect he tends to tower over most other ministers as well, so he has a rare standard to begin with. I mean, have you met other ministers? Knowing that you work with Smile, you might have, but I don't think you have.
Wait, that paragraph actually implies that she had. I still think that even in this time period, they weren't a common species, though. In Equestria, that is.
I mean, even in the story they were,
Yeah, very rare. I think in the entire show, I've only known exactly one individual.
I mean two, but it is strange. Custom practically is a true giant. There's more flash of discomfort with this command that shines from Custer's from the eye, but he knows it's accepted anyway. He's about to start to leave, but I hate to let him back. I'm startled when he quickly spins about and almost smacks me. A way of pure respect. But he manages to hold to the trajectory of his large arm milliseconds before striking me. By guessing, I triggered a warrior's respect, and he was valiant enough to say to avoid hitting me. When he sees who touched him, he lowers his eye with a flare of anger, then shines off my touch. Wait! I tell him before he turns to leave again. Before you go, I just wanted to mention that you don't need to spin your left eye shut anymore. In this form, most of your eyes works now. I mean, I'm telling him a form that had already a not working eye, so it would be less conspicuous that he is always squeezing out of effect. But
To
sure.
imagine what that might be almost like for Curb Stomp, try to imagine if someone transformed you to have a third eye somewhere.
It will be changed for a while. At least for a week. I mean, after that, the human body is definitely made for that, but
You're probably right. I think eventually you would adjust. And I don't think Curb might have it that foreign. There was a time he probably had a working eye. He's a warrior, though. It is inactive because of an injury, not because of
yeah,
birth.
he is like normal, I guess. I'm not sure if he's paying something else to for that much extrasensory information anymore. I face him off with uncertainty. He doesn't have the use of the time for a very long time now. I mean, that's on you. That is on you. That you chose a form that you gave him. I found, and I look at my page, that's for the same look. Of some this guy's form. He has a rare opportunity here. Well, Hell is not aware himself of it. I mean, he might even get motion sick if he opens another eye. Because actually starting to see in thin dimensions again. It's almost like for some people putting on a VR headset and moving
So
very fast.
kind of throws off equilibrium. That wasn't established for that anymore.
And I'm pretty sure that getting a third eye for me would actually mess me up as well.
I have a question for you. You don't wear glasses, do you?
No.
When I do get a new prescription pair that's adjusted, there was for a time I get dizzy because the ground just feels a little bit different, in like its distance. So it throws equilibrium off slightly. Until you later adjust.
No, I don't. Yeah, not the glasses. The monitor glasses. And not the body thing.
I was thinking I hardly ever see. I'm not sure I've ever seen you wear those before.
I mean, I only wear those at work. Because I work near monitors and very high light.
So it's protect you from debris or bright flashes or something?
No, it's the stupid color that the monitors actually project.
Okay.
The blue light. Which actually, luckily for me, this monitor is not that bad. It is actually made for with that production is built in itself.
In that case, it's like you wear those glasses so that you don't need to wear those glasses anywhere else.
Yeah.
It protects your eye from being impaired.
But also, I use a dark theme in here. You can tell. On the other side, it's worse. But in this side, it's actually perfect right here. But
when you first put the... Go ahead.
Yeah, but at the work, they use light theme everywhere. So you see the white screen, which is hurting the eye for a long period of time.
Okay. When you first put those on, did you ever feel dizzy back then?
No, because it doesn't have any, I mean, it has like 0.2%. zoom in, but nothing that it's not perception by glasses.
So, wearing those is kind of like adjusting to sunglasses. Oh,
I
and do you
mean,
have any of those?
I don't think that. I had, but
Really?
I had one set, but my nose literally chewed it out. So no.
Do you at least have a hat that can shade your eyes from the sun?
I mean, I'm not usually going out in the sun too much. When I'm going out in the sun, I just wear a hoodie and that's all.
Okay.
The sun is not really hurting my eye most of the time. I'm not looking at it.
I
I can just do
figured you
this
not.
if
I
I.
figured you don't leave the house frequently, but when you do, it's probably to walk the dogs. It's probably the most common activity you do outside.
Yeah. I do have baseball hat, but I don't need that during winter.
Okay.
So that is not really. That's the marketing strategy you see, guys. But yeah, oh no, he has an opportunity here. No, you are messing up with his brain frequencies. I mean, I'm not at work, that's why I put it off. I just took it on for the stupid joke. I suppose seems to surprise that in seeing Kirsten. He has a left eye closed in this new diamond learned from out of pure habit. He takes a moment to close it on his opening his left eye, but he does so, and it seems to be a trial. Obviously. His left eye blinks rapidly, and seems to want to keep himself shut, but he concentrates effort and he wins out. Apparently, the warrior's will is hyper-strong, which seems indicative of everything about him. Now the problem is gonna be after adjusting to this and adjusting back to his normal
Yeah.
form. From there, I can see the left eye pupil is a different size compared to his right. It is not adjusted to his lighting condition yet, but it's beginning to change. I can imagine that the visual input he's receiving from the eye is well dark and blurry at first. Kind of like when I first wake up in the morning. But he is adjusting. As well as his physical brain is receiving some information, it was not accustomed to receiving for a very long time. That said, the physical brain is temporarily transformed as well. That might be helping him to adjust in this case. When his eyes and mind more fully start to adjust, he stands forward mentally for a few seconds in amazement. You alright now, big guy? My face checked with his friend and bodyguard with a slight edge of concern. After all, after he can see, just as I do, something about Miss utterly on his hind part. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, that's what you just said earlier. That might disrupt his equilibrium a bit when you're not accustomed to it yet.
If you looks at his leash, the nod. He also lifts his left forepaw up in a reassuring gesture. I mean, not only in a reassuring gesture, but also in getting a sense of where everything is, because everything is very different if you are looking in one eye or two eyes.
Have you ever experienced vertigo by going down a hallway that's spinning around you? Or something like that?
I don't think I have went to a hallway that spins around me.
Something like that would be in a theme park where it's deliberately trying to cause vertigo by just having this going down this tunnel that's spinning around.
I mean, the
And
most closest thing is gonna be the jump puzzle or the jump puzzle in Minecraft. But
okay.
I don't really do those things. So, no. I would say no. Fortunately, I started his right program. He said his type set is engaged and that ignited me at asking, what are you doing? I mean, you have to actually adjust yourself to how far everything is. Because you are
Yeah.
used to the 2 dimensions. I know you are not used to this, but I made this form as close to your own. And I felt elastically could, without drawing too much attention. I tell him kindly. I feel that might help you adjust faster and find is better if you have to. I hope you enjoy a new ride in the meantime, and thank you for having the courage to do this and continue to join us down the hill. You know that I can just take it away anytime, or I have the opportunity to give you a form that has no eyes. Hmm?
Oh yeah.
And without getting too much spoilers, just for spoilers, for people who actually know what it is. There you go. That's one block of icon that I want to show. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But she can turn you into this if she wants to. Does she need permission to see someone? That has not been established, right? Yeah, X doesn't know. X doesn't know. I'm not telling you anything because it's spoiler for a spoiler. I'm not even telling you where it is from. If you don't know. But, doesn't anybody need any permission? Change someone else. I'm asking you, Quill. You are missing writing. You can just answer when you are back. After I said that, comes hard glass seems to be confusion. Now his look seems to be saying, why are you being so nice to me? This contradicts everything I know about you. It's spoiler for spoiler, yes. I mean, just the title of the anime has actually a spoiler in it, so. Why is she being so nice? Because she is not the same person or same creature that she's gonna be in the future. Immediately appears started taking a back and offended by his reaction, but I merely hold my ground and tell him. I just want to tell you that before you take off from our company. Thank you so very much, sir. His fellow wagon suddenly returns, and he shouts over my touch again. His look now seems to say, you're lying to me. I know what you really are. Good for you. I don't know who I really am. Later on. I felt suddenly, as he started to stomp his way again, with some angry steps. But his face quickly started to slow down. It looked like he started to realize something. That realization eventually slowed his face to a halt. He then looked down with a sigh. After that, he looked back at me over his left shoulder, and since I'm still frowning at him. At that moment, it seems to occur to him that he's being a jerk right now, and then mutters him. I mean, have you ever thought about what made her be the thing that she became? Would you think that she is being a jerk to everyone later on because some mentor was a jerk to her in the past? You could be the reason why she turned into it. Remember, you are in the past right now. You might be part of the whole history of what happened. I mean, you are, even though you know that her memories are gonna be taken away from this adventure. But something might happen in this adventure that can make the taking over more memories on not happening. You have to always think ahead. To my surprise, he makes his way back to me in one leg cage, and if afraid that he will strike me, and if he not, it is going to hurt even in this form. The biceps are pretty thick right now, and if he uses his claws, then he could kill me in an instant. Why would he do that? Those claws can tear through nerves with ease, with a feature in the person of a hardcore warrior, and leaves no room for doubt. What could have happened? What could happen? I mean, probably something like this could happen. I cannot show this because I closed the whole thing. I would say something like this could happen in possession. Instead of that, no, he pets that gives my right shoulder, surprisingly gently. I didn't know until now he was even of that. In his eyes, I see him staring down at me with a look of apology, mixed with appreciation. See, I'm not talking to you, but I'm still still talking to you. It is very much a grey room. It's then Lupin said that he shouldn't be contacting anyone, shouldn't be talking to anyone. This is still talking. I would call this a communication. You are breaking your own rule, even though you are not saying a word. It was a smile at him. I may have finally got him to warm up to me a bit. After all, I plan to continue my travels with these two for a long time. They don't. Because of that, it's very important for me to win over the trust of a powerful mentor who can otherwise kill me in an instant. I don't want to Aiden to continue to look over my shoulder in fear of this mighty warrior. Next, he goes serious again, and he glances up at his leash. Then he turns a very similar expression down at me, especially a hint of request. If I had to guess, I think what his expression is telling me, please protect my leash for me while I am gone. No, what he's saying that, oops, I went over the board. I shouldn't be able to communicate with you at all. I'm going back to my story self. I'm sorry. I will. I tell him openly. But like him, that is. I add a quick note back to my pin. I give him my transformed eyes fixed on Capstom. Capstom's expression of sad to get into it again. Then know that me wants his approval before turning away and finally his way out of sight. Well done. My face commands me in approval. I look back at him and see that emotion on his face too. He is not easy to win to the vessel, but if you do, and do not say it, you will have a staunchly fierce loyal friend for life, even though he will not talk to you at all, because I will punish him if he does. I smile at that, then face forward again. I see the last passage of the transform monitor around the corner, and out of sight. If he does, as he does so, I can have one thing that, even now, at about half his original work, he continues to exclude a very mighty percent. I begin to think that even if I transformed him into an honest jag or a cheeseland, he would still find a way to seem intimidating somehow. Hey, you're standing there menacingly. It's an egg. Oh, are you back?
Yep. I was still listening to you the whole time.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask you again. Does Ladybug, Agent Ladybug, needs permission to use her transforming magic on somebody else?
Well, I don't know about that, but she asked their permission.
Yeah, but does she need permission?
It's not established in the story.
Can she just turn anything into anything if she wants to?
Potentially, yes. Which could augment or nerf them.
Stop turning people into eggs.
Okay.
It literally reminds me of that, but I will open it off the same.
By the way, as far as earlier is concerned, pantomiming his communication is probably okay, because it's harder to detail national secrets that way.
Right gray area.
Yeah.
More like a dark gray area. Because it is a communication. I would count it as communicating if you are truly intending to be straight to everyone else. Oh sure. Okay, let me some. Really?
His job is to protect the prince, and it could be a little harder if he's just 100% not communicating with anyone else.
Yeah. Let's do it on the team.
Okay.
It looks like it's called uneasy atmosphere.
I don't think that's appropriate here. Actually, well, although the investigation will continue, the next scene actually has a comedic flair to it.
Oh. I almost I didn't know that. There you go.
That might be fine.
They are still happy. They are still fine. Finally, we make our first encounter in the diamond maze of tunnels. While looking at that is true, I learned that he will actually some more. Perhaps we can also use this to our advantage. I decide this little mod has identity as yet, for I was led to believe that those ears and nose are pretty keen. To be fair, he does seem quite distracted casting a super gem next to his face. I mean, that makes sense then. I am fine, like all mine that has been opened in 60 years. That has been opened or that hasn't been opened. If it's opened, then it is not fine. Yeah, this is not fine. Little much is about half of every point size, which I think is pretty short for Diamond Dog. He has white and gray fur, and white open brownish red vest. He has hairy cheeks and googly eyes that particularly pop out of his skull.
I think you can picture that.
Yeah. It is that him is finally close to me, and I have never seen a female Diamond Dog before. It continues to remain true. The north of me, my man secretly flirts with a lot of regrets about this race. Yeah, the Diamond Dogs are literally the dwarfs of the pony race.
They just sprout out the ground.
You can have my axe. Hey you! What? I call him this guy Pete. And my little Pete and I approach the little guy. I mean, I can hear that coming from Wedge. He seemed getting startled by that, and suddenly hides him. He was casting behind his back. I waited and I continued to approach him. I speak to him, only after I saw a few pieces from him. Do you remember me? Or either what, for that matter? He responds, panting little around over Diamond looks at his head at me in uncertainty. That might indicate I could be a little familiar to him, to get an advice at least. But he knows certainly enough at this moment who is fallen. Hey, bud! Look at the little puppy! My pet agreed me, but I think with a low and non sounding voice. We are keeping up the spirit thought that he doesn't have a low voice, he has a very high voice, and the rest has a low voice. I think he has a... Oh god. I hate... It's not your fault. I hate when the text is actually putting the accent on the reading. It makes it hard to read. It's not your fault, once again.
Would this be like Cockney accent? Maybe that's the word for it?
Probably. The thing he has an argument on. If so, imagine how fun like it would be to watch those other dogs. We can bring up other tale again with the noise petting dogs.
There is that question, actually. I mean, Winona and then the Diamond Dogs, what if they meet each other? It'd be like, what was it called? Goofy and Pluto meeting each other. Dog walking another dog.
So, like this. There is a bunny in another tail walking another bunny.
Okay. As you do.
Yes, shut up, you! I order in the irritated voice, and I smacked my phone with the sun operates. Oh, that is literally completely from Pinky and the Brain. And every other cartoon that has a stupid and smart guy.
At least moderately smart with the stupid sidekick, yeah.
Yeah! My face hit this in the light that probably had, and made confusion. But almost! There ain't no doors around to shut. He's playing up the stupidness. Not at all, you stupid moron! I complained irritably. I mean your term! Shut your stupid term! I don't have terms! Eh? My face makes me in confusion. But boss, I didn't make no terms. But I have. I have one answer to that. There you go. Here are all the tabs. There are tabs and doors. You can turn them all. Well, that's you. And I him, and I give him another smack. But it seems to me, with my eyes, in addition, that not to me. Oh, I thought that was actually to the hit. To the smack. Yeah, I get you now, boss. I shut my mother up here close and die. I tell you, there ain't no point next to get the people to me. Yes, sorry. That's for sure. That's for true. And there ain't nothing that it is to it. Because you shut up already. I shouted in irritation. My voice didn't rise as much. I called to a third. Gee, think you hit you pre-made luckhead. Oops. Sorry, boss. I've been apologizing the fire system. Immediately I feel like screaming. In Michigan's delight. I know painting's performance on me this for what's amazing about that, he hasn't ever met the biggest Italian either. Oh, he's so dreamy. He's literally perfect. I mean, would you say that if he is not playing at the moment? And not the side of him that you saw was the performance? What if he is actually this dumb and the Finnish version is the play? You can never know. Italy. I shake my head in disgust and I turn back to the very confused man Diamond Dog, who was this exchange with probably following about half my conversation. To the much I tell him. Anyway, I was the one who brought the little device that can have the trust gems. Gems? The small Diamond Dog finally speaks out. The small boss word obviously piqued his interest all of a sudden. Yes! Yes! So it's probably big my thing to have some special gems. Yes, you report it. Yes, you are. Alright. I say with another ring given. The thing is, I can't remember if I gave the instruction necessary on how to use it. Oh yeah, you did, because I have it right here, you see? It's just... But it's mine!
First you hold on this end, and then you start whacking with people with it.
Huh? This moment is said as being confusion. There's a must have instruction on how to use the device. I elaborate. I give the device itself earlier, but I can't remember if I also give the instruction on how to use the device. I would like to escort to the gem cave in order to make sure everything is all squared away. Because if you don't use it well, you can still use it, but it will explode.
Maybe.
That's what I would say, by the way. Eh? The sailor's confused. The body grew in the eyes were study. Sometimes the thing is round, not square, you said it's body. And on my face...
Make sure everything is all squared away.
Yeah. It's not Minecraft. And on my face with my left hole. And pull it down slowly. Before looking back at him and saying, okay, you my son. I can tell I'm working with a real mind here. So, how much you escort me to the gem cave? Or else my comrade won't be able to use the device because more precious gems. And no! And that's when they open the door and look inside if I had any problems. Lemon looks out in horror. Must use the device got more precious gems? then you will help me, I think. I think we do it a month. I think I know the way. But if you want to make sure I do my job, you will take me there to the newly discovered gem cave. Lemon looks not eagerly, which makes his new PG thrill. He eagerly says, Yes! That's kind of thing, big knob log and Charlie Polish message gem cave. Yes! He does the most and waits for us to follow along by saying, Hello, Santa!
I thought that was a cool name for a diamond dog.
I mean, so here is kind of right here. There you go, there's your diamond dog.
He's speaking in third person too, if you noticed.
Yeah, that's why I said. Don't mind if I do. I know it's before proceed after the ready as to it more.
Okay, you could go back to the original music you had for this next scene, or maybe at least music for intrigue. They make a discovery.
There you go. Intrigue?
You think that's good music for intrigue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my Celestia! I'm almost ready under my breath. The punishment they need ahead of me themselves who one of the police in the jam came in. I'm almost why this is right in the form and voice of the unicorn stallion red. I mean probably he is here. Hello, you realize, well, and he turns around and tries only passages his to look back at me. More aloud, I lie. What I said is, I think me and I can take it from here. Good boy, Shuttle. Thanks for the shot. I think anything is a compliment. So suddenly raised his tail back and fought happily at tears. I got a good boy, yes? Good boy, yes, but yes? Huh? I should have seen this coming. I mean, yeah, you should have prepared some gems. Hey, Mars! Base shut up, but which brings my attention to the big stallion. I guess you'll take my right here, boss. My friend reminds me that your boss is so low to me. Want me to offer him a tip for you? Take a hint, I don't mind friends and tell him. Yeah, why not? Good boys do the dumb for the gems. And he tosses him a sample of tiny paper. Wouldn't that take the form of a gem?
Maybe, if the mind was to perceive it as that, it might at least become a picture of it. Imagine that. You hand him psychic paper, which is convinced has a picture of a gem instead of an actual gem. He looks at you sadly with puppy dog like, what? And he starts sniffing the paper.
Yes! Yes! Absolutely. And he opens his paw almost his head several times and holds back and forth on his hind legs one more time. One time. So what's listening, yeah. Precious gems! Precious gems! Yes, me get for the gems. For the gems for another yippee! No, yippee! Yes, yes! Here you go, little lady. My friend says happily, as he whips an emerald gem and the shuttle who greedily and very eagerly catches it. wondering too. He listened, then hurried to his face. Scissors! Touch the rainbow. Light the rainbow. Now go, run along. I can dismiss the small diamond door. Yes! I'll go now. Need more precious gems. Yes! So wait, you weren't a god? You were just standing outside the door, you having fun with your little gem, I guess.
Yes.
It's coming on you, isn't it? And then the short little diamond door scampers away. I've been space till I actually it's finally gone before dropping his eyes and giving me a shrewd side look. And looks very out of place. Never something on the face of a big dumb girl. He asked me. I think it's useful in something interesting. He asked in his normal voice. Looking to those who are none of us, he asked. I assume it has something to do with the moment amused pony, amazed pony, who survived his magic harness. In his magic harness. Wait. Without any forward, it's gonna be something like this, I'm gonna assume.
I'm curious if you will grab the right inspiration. Well, does he have a floating harness?
I mean, nothing here, but
I'll tell you what, though, in terms of the role, that's about right. The role of the character is correct.
if not that, I probably don't even know the inspiration.
It's come from the original Dune movies. From the
Oh,
1980s.
no, I haven't watched Dune. So, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't watched Dune. Indeed, I got very gimli and I look at the extremely fat unicorn stallion in the white belly. He has that back mane, a shape, a side curving mustache, like in the features of the set of the most are thin and with a high neck due to this disease. Because of that, the only way he can move about is by being lifted by a magic band and harness that allows him to close wherever he wants. In this spotlight, he's talking a white cat, fat cat, of course. Oh, wait,
Hey.
so Operatas is here.
Now, in terms of appearance and name, this character is inspired by another, but in this case, he's a pony.
His name is Fat Cat. Of course. And that's my page correctly. Wait. His name is Fat Cat. What about his Fat Cat?
It's Thin Cat.
No, it's Pony. Probably.
Yeah.
A unicorn.
Yeah, Thin Pony.
And after my page correctly. He is presumed the leader of the Cat Cashing Gang. That makes sense, yeah. The title is going to be a problem for us. Oh? And why is that? My page checks with me. I don't see the floating bombers ahead of us, and I tell him. Because wasn't that Saddle nice in hat and stamina? He more than makes up for in intelligence, energy, and powerful contact. Difference and information gathering. So even if Wedge and Mix are not here, he might even know that where they are at the moment.
Kind of what she's alluding to.
The guy mentioned about me as spy agency is alright. My point is question are certain he's guilty as seen to implement the law of question and the evidence against him. What I said again, that what they are doing is all lawful except that one stealing. The idea is too good at editing their text. It is suspecting that more than one pony was supposed to protect the law. Here's it works for him. Oh, I see. I paid a claims in a total organization. Like this one time he went for court for masterminding the death of a cop. Then he proves that the cop isn't even dead. I informed my parents correctly. Because case was famous and not a farce. He probably had the judge and half the jury paid off to side with him, and those who did not accept his crime, he probably protected the family of the jury. What a coincidence! What a freaking coincidence! And the rest knows why I am saying that.
Oh, it has to do with the game you're playing?
Yeah.
Recently? Okay.
It is almost the same thing what's happening in that. I should start uploading the episodes again. Like I said, everybody knew he was guilty, but he got open security, and he made a spectacle of the whole court case. After that, he threatened the victim's family in public, putting the opposite in their faces that he is guilty, but he's not for enough to get away with it anyway. And also, they might have the double jeopardy case if he got put as not guilty, then he couldn't be even tried in the law again. I don't know if it's still a law here as well, but I know it was that if you are found not guilty, you cannot be tried in the same guilt.
It's called double jeopardy.
Yeah, that one.
I believe it was originally invented when the courts were easier to corrupt, where you actually are innocent, you are proven innocent, but they were just determined to go after you and just make up more evidence to try to threaten you with the same case. If there was no law to protect you, they could just keep on doing it. To threatening a third time, fourth time, you might as well never been pleaded not guilty.
I don't know if it's still in the law. I know it was.
It is. Yeah.
But another thing, it's actually good for him because, I was found not guilty, they can try me again. Even if I see it uploaded and it was me.
Neener, neener, neener.
And he can do it again, and if he had immunity to the law. I mean, at this point, for this case, he had immunity afterwards. His mentality against the Cobb's family was obvious too. I don't think he actually never on those attacks, but I think he wanted to scare them a little, for personal pleasure, to make an example out of them, and out of pure spite. I mean, nowadays probably this is why court cases take that long, because they don't want to make a mistake.
But yeah, I appreciate that sentiment. You're really trying to get to the truth, carefully.
Yeah. But on the other hand, it is taking too long for most of the cases. Sounds like a jolly fellow. I've been thinking about. Let me ask you this now. They understand it? The victim's family can appear in that case with Princess Celestia, because she and the others overturned the court ruling. Was there such an attempt? I doubt he will succeed in becoming or successfully in the same car. Can you overturn a court ruling?
Are you asking if that's the case in the States?
Yeah?
I think you could with a higher tier of court, like a state court or uh, the the main government.
But I'm assuming if it's a murder case, it's already going to the highest tier. Begin.
In a monarchy system, though, I thought there was a realistic spin to it that the royalty of the nation might be able to have the chance to overturn it.
I mean, in that moment, it is a monarchy, but we know it's not.
And furthermore, you probably agree with Prince Salazar that he would think that Celestia would be difficult to bribe or successfully threaten.
Yeah?
I mean, to bully or intimidate her into like, yes, sir, I'll do whatever you say. I mean, not likely. That is Fat Cat style, though.
I know, like you invented the PC there, but I thought. Yes. Your family did attempt to appear that case before the princess. I'm convinced that this police case was obvious the princess's man. But she didn't make a public move against him without solid evidence. And still hasn't gotten evidence. The reason being, is he has too many powerful connections that could cause a lot of backlash against her if she lacks solid proof. I mean, yeah, if she explicitly they would call her a dictator and overthrow her. Even though she's the only one who can move the sun and the moon at the moment.
Yeah, she's trying to be sensitive to the opinion of the public.
Yeah. Then wow! I take it back. He can't let the princess enough to cause her to be cautious please. But Prince realizes. He didn't do nothing though. Wow, that's a... In my language, that sounds like a typical negative. But
Okay.
I know it's not much.
You
Once
talk
again,
about the words into nothing.
yeah, when in English you say he did nothing. In Hungarian we all have the number down. We say wait, he didn't do nothing. That is the same as if we said she did nothing.
Okay.
But that's just the Hungarian that's being stupid.
Okay.
I know she meant he did something. In this
Yeah.
case. I share my fears and I look at him. The reason I know all of this, the prince has sent orders to my agency, and tells us to find this proof for her. She is still determined to find some way of saying this poison from the land without it backfiring against her too much. And also, you have to consider that if you're taking out the poison, what is staying in space?
Yeah.
Just like when you take out the Joker from the expansion. What comes after it is chaos.
Sometimes it might be something else that's less poisonous because it's a more incompetent bad guy.
Yeah. I mean, there are some skill inflations that doesn't even me do the surgery if you see it out, something worse is gonna happen there. It's just the same thing. And you just get an unusually strong information network. I've been shared with me as a reminder. That's correct, I confirm. Which might mean that his broken set of crap might be aware of a second plan against him. But he's relies alone. That in turn gives him a motive for to hire a shifting monster to replace the princess. If he can bribe or threaten her enough to get her back off, then I think he's resorting to planting a secret puppet in her place. I mean, that has happened a lot of time in history. Taking an anti-magic crystal could certainly help him further than I did know. If he succeeded with that goal, then it doesn't stop there. I realize in horror. He will probably change a bunch of laws in the country to his own benefit. I will probably asking you to start out as far as he can. I mean, yeah, in that sense, he is ruling Brazil. In Mexico.
Do you need to get some more to drink too, or maybe you're not done with your cocoa?
I am done, that's why I do some cool.
Okay.
Even though I see that we are getting close to the end.
Yep.
But you probably heard I was trying to get some blood already.
I did hear that actually. Nevertheless, I'm pretty confident you can finish this.
I can. I mean, we do want to record some history as well, but I will probably take a break before that.
I believe
Right.
the music changed, something a little more bombastic.
Bombastic?
Well, it's a little more attention grabbing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, violent. Right. But what is the sexual monster get out of this deal? I'm being told that as he hopes he stands for bottom chin to the red hoof. Whatever it is, if I would have access to more resources to be able to get at that point if we are right. I mean, there is one thing that she thinks the monster wants, and that is you. I point out to decide to want my face or something else. And the reason why I mentioned that this guy complicates our plans now is because the internet and information network. There is no other party out there that is no more likely to spot a flaw than this guy. It may be he even knows whether he is based as well should be right now. I mean, that is what I said. You know this? It might be right to abort the mission for now. At least other than police knowing they are specifically here. I think she can tell. It's in the night. No. We press forward. I made my eyes in surprise at him and I asked, but why? There is a famous saying among one of the founding members of the Knights of the Hourglass, and this is, if you spot a trap laid out for you by the enemy, charge into it like an idiot. It will be the last thing they expect. Leroy Jenkins! Like more silence massive between us before I complain. What? That's totally stupid. I mean, this is a stupid meme that everyone knows, even the people who didn't play WoW.
Maybe you can guess which founding member of the Knights of the Hourglass may have made that saying.
I mean, that is not a lot of thing all the time.
Oh
On the
yeah.
event. We send to gain just the information as he does if you move forward. My face argues with me. I also think I get enough hidden tricks to take the lead here in the end. I mean, yeah, but he doesn't shout Leroy Jenkins shouts LOZ.
Right.
I didn't hear me that right, so me in my true form. I mentioned nervously. If Fat Cat is the one they reported that information to, he can do a lot with it. They're mostly in the trap, we do this. I mean they didn't see your true form. They saw you for a second. They didn't see your question mark. They might have thought that there were two opponents in there. But yeah, you flew away. I know. You left too much info behind.
You're probably right. They barely glimpsed her from around the corner of the door.
But also she has to be careful about leaving information about.
Yeah, it's kind of why she's advising caution right now.
Trust me, you found that hoof to my back. It even wasn't. I promised I would protect you, so I shall. This moon doesn't scare me no matter how successful he is. Also, if it's a celestial, the leader of the allied nation of my country, but to prove this poison apple from Morgana, they feel obliged to do what I can to render some assistance. I mean, you know what I have done in the case of Lady Mark, when she was taking the photo of me and Reg.
Hmm?
I would have turned into a very small, like this small unicorn and taken a photo like that. So even if they looked over, they wouldn't have seen anyone. Because you said that she can take she can use magic in if she is turned into a unicorn.
There's something else she could do, but it's probably not within the style of Smile. Is she could take their forms and then take a picture of herself of them doing some crimes in order to frame them.
Also, I would think that is probably a limited power as well. That is literally in the size of a spy to Matt.
That potentially was a common problem with the changelings when they were an enemy species, whereas they could frame anyone else for crimes they didn't commit.
Yeah, so in the beginning I said that okay, he cannot do the invisibility spell because she needs to concentrate on the transformation. But now we know he has a means to offcast the transformation spell, so she can still cast concentration spell.
Yeah, right. By giving up a little bit of control over the transformation spell, um, she's she'd be free up some concentration for something else.
So I'm gonna assume
And
she doesn't have an invisibility spell. In her
add to
arsenal.
that, some spells are especially easy to concentrate on. She's mastered transformation enough so that it's become easier. Therefore, she can do other things like telekinesis, which is yet another task that's easy to concentrate on,
Yeah.
unless you're doing complex tasks with it or lifting heavy weight.
In that way, she messed up.
Yeah.
It was literally using the flashlight when you were taking a sneak picture. Anyway, you just said that your agency was ordered to do what it could get to, what it could to get rid of this guy. Here I am offering to help you with that, and the results I have to bear are more the things he is very unlikely to be prepared for. No matter how smart and sporty he thinks he is, he can prepare himself for totally unknown factors. There might be just the edge we need to him now once and for all. I mean, there is one problem. He has now an ally that might be providing information about you as well, or other Time Lords.
Yeah, it's just that age. It has a little more awareness of the Knights of the Hourglass and maybe what they could bring.
I mean, we don't know if Mirage told him anything.
Back then, the Master didn't know much, or at least you think that might be the case, and that was her best informant back then. Was the Master just recently got introduced to the Doctor, and it's like, okay, now I know you're out here, and then Mirage learned about the TARDIS. Um, but then, like maybe a century or two has passed since then. She's been abandoned this time, and could have acquired a lot more information. And she had the incentive to try to investigate what could be against her, like the Knights of the Hourglass.
And she also got the memory of the Symbiote as well.
Correct. What did the Symbiote already know? Because yes, she's acquired that knowledge too.
But, I'm gonna call it now, he has not given too much information to this guy, to the fat cat, because she is just using him as a mate to either mother or to get the TARDIS, almost at the same time.
You could probably say the same thing about him. He's trying to bait her for information too.
Yeah?
But Mirage is a very skilled spy. So yeah, who's better in this situation?
I mean, once
The
again,
guy,
they didn't tell anymore that she is the target. They didn't tell her that she is a potential target for this shapeshifter.
it's Prince Salazar that said you might be the target. That's why we're protecting you, just in case.
Uh, so they mentioned it.
Yeah.
Your shapeshifter is a time traveler too, is she not? And tell what we said. I
Right.
my friend. This guy might be more prepared for what you for you than you think. And in my previous, as much as my constantly running from my problems, my face assured. If you want to be part of this lifestyle, however brief it may be, then this is the way you do it. I mean, yeah, you are different than the doctor who was running from one of his problems, which was Gallifrey, and his past. At this moment, I feel my own pain. It's a shame that it's working. I look forward to the cat scratching out of the us this time, before looking back at my prints, and I say, I hope you know what you are doing. You are the one who requested for my boss to back off. Yeah, so we can get you. Yeah, it's within the company, so it may be we are here on our own. Excellent! Appreciate. I almost said marvelous. You met me again. A little harder this time, as he tried to test me. Alright, here's the plan. He does everything that he plans, and then suddenly Vasquez appears behind them. Mind telling me what you are cooperating, what you are hushing about?
And they tell him the plan. Okay, look up this picture and then go ahead and bring it on the screen. Rescue Rangers Fat Cat.
Oh wait, that's courageous, and then I know what you are talking about. I know it. Don't remember his name. Because
Just gave you his name. His name actually is Fat Cat.
yeah, I watched it in Hungarian, so that's why I didn't know his name.
There's a possibility it actually might be a title he acquired and his birth name was something else. But anyway, this picture gives you an idea what Fat Cat in this story kind of looks like, except for the fact it's a pony, has shriveled legs, and floating off the ground. But with that hair and that mustache and that clothing style, it's about right.
Yeah, it had a very different name in Hungarian. That's why I didn't know his name.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna try to translate it. There is no way to translate it. It's a pawn.
Okay.
It is a pawn of being puffy and being a meerkat. Mixed together. It makes sense, but yeah. His name was Pukandor in Hungarian.
Pukandor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is, if you think about it, it is fast cat, but I wouldn't call something like that.
Okay. Anyway, what'd you think of this chapter? Which had a total of 3 scenes.
I would say fast cat wasn't as cunning as you are writing this guy down. He was cunning, but not as cunning.
That may be the case, and there is a vindictive side to that she was describing too. That when he won the court case, he rubbed it in to the family, to hurt them, and to scare them. Don't try this again, or I'll do something worse. And they took it up with Celestia. That's something else that Crackle outlined, and Celestia is convinced he's guilty, but he's just too well connected to just declare, "Oh, you're guilty," and she actually needed evidence. So she secretly sent out orders to Smile, "Give me that evidence. I want this guy taken down."
For some reason, I remembered Mick to be an enemy in Captain Baloo, but it was actually a different guy there. I forgot.
There's also a scene with Crackle interacting with Curb Stomp, and in the middle there is the goofy little mutt nicknamed Scuttle.
Yeah, I like that guy. I mean, he's just a little guy who was paid off by the big baddie.
Yep. He did know the way to this new gem cave too, so that proves that they're definitely involved with the Cat Scratch gang.
But once again, he did nothing wrong. All they are doing at the moment is legal, unless proven not legal. all the papers, then sure.
Right.
But
It's
throughout
kind
the
of
papers, you will have someone to legalize that you have this game.
something else. Crackle detailed about this pony of Fat Cat. He's difficult to nail down with all the evidence. He cleans up carefully,
I
and he's very well informed.
mean, police might have known about this game before, but if they have the ultimate crystal, then they have no way of mining it.
If the miners or the tools require magic, then yeah, it could be a problem in here.
I mean, if it is unmineable by normal tools, then
It doesn't necessarily mean the entire cave is anti-magical. Just this one crystal, perhaps. It might be more. But anyway, they're convinced they need a tool that doesn't require magic in order to mine it. And you can already see how a crystal like that could be useful to a criminal gang
I mean, if it
or
is
a
a
shape.
cave, it has a lot of crystals around.
It may be especially useful for Mirage, who can use her magic around that crystal. Unless the crystal is a little bit different back then.
If it is this cave, then they had no way of mining this because the whole walls are made of crystals.
Yeah, that's probably just raw ore that's not been worked yet. But we do know that there was like a tracks in there. Someone at least tried to start a gem mine in that place and didn't finish it, and then it got forgotten, except for
Yeah,
Chrysalis.
because it was unmineable, probably, without a tool.
Or perhaps it could be mined, but they didn't gather enough resources at the time. And it does suggest that something's going to happen to Fat Cat, which will cause him to be able to require him to abandon this operation.
I mean, we know what can happen. Either them or the other side, if they're taking them down.
Well, yeah, Prince Salazar plans to help because the guy's kind of in the way, and this was a request from an ally sovereign nation.
Yeah? But
Taking him out, he could consider a diplomatic courtesy to Celestia.
yeah, either way,
And thanks to Crackle's presence here, he has some legal authority for this too. They're working with the permission of Smile to take him out because Smile already had orders to do what they can against him.
I mean, he is illegally legal.
Right. So you kind of have an idea what his personality might be like from this too. This is a guy who'd be smug.
I mean, yeah. Also, the main difference is that Fat Cat was able to walk on his own.
Yeah, and that magic harness actually might be a problem if he gets too close to the anti-magic crystal.
Which might actually mean that they are not in the actual anti-magic crystal game at the moment.
Or at least not near enough to that specific crystal that causes that influence.
I mean, we know it has a wide range.
In Crystal's little empire, that's correct. It had time to grow by then, though. It kept on being fed energy by then from sucking the love out of all kinds of creatures across with the entire pack of the I'm sorry, that's not the pack. What was it called? The group, the swarm. I've changed things throughout all those centuries.
I wouldn't think that it got fed. The crystal It was never said that the crystal itself feels so at you.
It's likely the crystal was changed and influenced too, so that it doesn't stop changeling magic, and it also started infecting the environment to not only shut down other magics, but cause this morphic quality to the crystal's lair, which is not present here. The mind's not shifting around as so far that they've able to tell.
From what they can able to tell, but the mere
Right.
thing. But yeah, that's 10 minutes for today, by the way. I will go rest my voice a little bit.
Is the plan tomorrow to do Hunters of Justice?
Yes, if nothing comes in my way.
Okay. And same bat time, right?
Yes, in one time.
Okay.
Thank you for being here. And see you next time. We didn't have Opa,
Bye.
but we had the fat cat. Different white fat cat. And the fat cat as well.
Didn't quite get the word opal in this story. But
No.
we got emerald and topaz,
And we have the fat cat.
correct? I wonder if you're going to add him to the splash page next time. Conversation in the head. Yeah, that chapter has about 7,000 words to it. That's a climax chapter.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a 2-person, but we will see.
I expect it to, yeah.
But yeah, see you next time.
Bye bye.